This tutorial will be about placing 3D objects. With the Object module, we can plan and visualize mitigative measures with vegetation, or place containers for local electricity storage. We can place an array of trees or a complete forest as nature compensation, supplemented with animals for increased immersion. We could place industrial buildings, transformers and electricity houses, and charging stations in the middle of the city. Houses for a new neighborhood, a fence around your substation, or any object you could come up with can be specially requested. Go to Edit, Object, and then Presets to browse the list of available default objects. If you can't find a model that fits your needs, this is also where a custom request can be made. To place an object, go to Place Tools. Select an object through the drop-down. Specify a rotation value, and click anywhere to make a single placement. Like with any Windplanner module, if you click on one or multiple objects, the so-called context menu will appear. Through the context menu, you can select Move and reposition an object by clicking and dragging. Through the context menu, you can also delete the object. And if you click on the gear icon, you can assign a different 3D model to the placement through the drop-down. Here you can also change the layout, which we'll discuss in the next tutorial, specify exact coordinates, and edit the object's rotation. If you click on the tool icon, you can edit the 3D model itself by changing its name or height and size. Next up, I'll show you the Path tool by placing a line of hedges. Make sure that the Path tool is selected in the Place tool, and that the Hedge 3D model is selected in the drop-down. Specify the object width, and then specify the points where the line of hedges should go. Double-click to finish your placement. We just placed a multitude of Hedge 3D models in succession, and Windplanner recognized where corners were and cut off the hedges accordingly. Now let me demonstrate placing vegetation using the Area tool. Select the Area tool and select a plant from the drop-down. You have the option to randomize rotation and scale for more realistic results. For additional control, there's customizable primary axis spacing, secondary axis spacing, and axis direction. You can use the primary and secondary axis spacing to specify the distance between objects based on the axis direction. The lower the number, the less distance there will be between two neighboring objects. You can use the axis direction to rotate all objects relative to each other, within the area you specified. Next, specify the area you'd like to cover. Double-click to finalize the placement. Click on the object, select Move, and drag the entire area, or individual points. Click on Edit through the context menu to see the field details. Besides giving the field a name here, viewing its object count, and changing model rotation offset and axis direction, you can edit the point coordinates and add points. You can then move those points to specify further which area you want to have covered. The models in the field will follow automatically. Another scenario the Area tool might come in handy is when placing large-scale batteries. These can be placed in bulk using the Area tool. With the Area tool selected and the 20-foot container selected as well, specify where you would like to place your local battery storage. By hovering over the field, you can see how many objects have been placed. The positioning is not perfect yet, so let's click on the objects, go to the field details, and tweak the spacing and rotation. In like manner, we could visualize a set of transformers next to a solar park, or we could add a complete battery energy storage system all in one go. And if you want, the Windplanner team could add your company's logo to an object like this. That's all for this lesson. We hope you now understand how to place these various types of objects in the application.